Arrata Kasuga is having a nightmare about not being able to reach a shadowy girl in his dream, to waking up cousin, Hijiri, Kasuga's breast, who comes to get him up for breakfast. He gets smacked, and the two of them eat. Arrata is openly a pervert with no shame. As the two walk to school, he notices the sun is pitch black, with a girl with long red hair telling him to awaken to his destiny, or he will die. On the roof, Arrata comments on whether Hijiri noticed the sun looking differently, with her acting strange, but agreeing it looks different after he created it. After some questioning, he notices that she lied to him, this being something that Hijiri would never do, showing the proof with a picture back when they were kids. Afterwards, Lilith Asami shoots at the fake Hijiri. Arrata then remembers she was the girl with the sweet rack. Lilith, feeling embarrassed by his comments, makes her introduction. As they talk, he begins to feel a pain on his head, recalling all that happened. There was a breakdown phenomenon 3 days ago, causing a massive beam of light. Then a black sun appeared. Then the black sun turned all the citizens into black particles. With a touching goodbye, Hijiri gives him a grimoire, before turning into a particle. He then makes a world of his own desires. Lilith, seeing that the grimoire is able to create another world, being extremely dangerous, tries to destroy it. Lilith gives Arrata an ultimatum of if he wants to live, he has to forget all of his memories of Hijiri. The grimoire tells him that Hijiri is still out there somewhere. With this information, he decides to keep the magic item to find her by training to be a mage and enrolling into the Magical Royal Biblical Academy. There she reveals that despite being the same age as Arrata, she's actually a teacher, with Lilith being the homeroom teacher. On the first day of school, Selena Sherlock asked Arrata some questions. He lets it be known what his preference in girls are, then is asked the question about being a Demon Lord candidate, with him replying with he is, causing a big commotion in the school. In the headmaster's office, he explains how this is a secret organization to teach mages how to deal with supernatural cases. Arrata asks if there were any shortcuts, with Lilith denying this. Arrata arguing that isn't the whole point of magic being a shortcut, making her stumped, looking at the headmasters for an answer, with Biblia, Gaku Incho, suggesting he meet all the Trinity 7 and them. The Trinity 7 being the Academy's 7 expert female mages, with Lilith being one of them, with Arrata agreeing that Lilith does have some exceptional qualities. The two of them leave his office and go back to class. Following that, he notices that the ceiling looks off, this being where Levi, Kazum, the ninja, is hiding. He's confused. How is a ninja a mage? Levi reassures him she studies ninja arts, astrological arts, and the art of the bedroom, which all fall under the magical arts. She also happens to be a ninja who is a member of the Trinity 7. Arrata is curious on if the rest of the Trinity 7 are as beautiful as the two of them. Levi happens to spot Mira Yamana and Akio Fudo heading out to a mission. Mira has even more magical ability than Lilith, with Akio having the most physical ability. Levi explains why the mages are majority females. Magic tends to have an emphasis on emotions. As a result, girls are more naturally drawn to magic. Lilith also warns them that they must also control their magical desires, making Levi want to tease her, with her always blushing, remarking how hot she is when she blushes, and liking other things that are hot. Arrata joins in on this, making her mad, but Levi lets him know that she's a different person now when he's around her. In the bath, Arrata sees a girl in steam. The girl resembles Hijiri, but doesn't mind him seeing her name, making the boy very confused, with him being the one running out the hallway, where Lilith gives him the reaction he was looking for. He mentions the girl he saw looked a lot like Hijiri, with Lilith recognizing her as Aaron Kanazuki, being another member of the Trinity 7. The next day, Aaron starts following Arrata. When he asks her to stop, she denies this, and she explains that she's curious since he's the Demon Lord candidate, revealing that it's her fate to marry the Demon Lord. Before he can even rebuttal or ask a question, she leaves him. Back in his room, he finds Levi, Lilith, and Selena. The two girls came in to tease Lilith, with them wanting to use her cooking skills to woo over Arrata, making him some fried chicken, and also to use her large breast. Then Arrata gets down to business, wanting to talk more about magic and about his grimoire, being named the Astral Codex. While Levi and Selena still are teasing their teacher, the power goes out, but the Astral Codex reveals they are trapped in a barrier. The group have to look for the barrier seal and destroy it, but this goes on for a while, with the girls eventually having to pee. So they trick the Codex into telling them where the barrier is. On the way out, Aaron reveals to be the one behind it. The two of them talk alone, Aaron asking him if he would have sex with her, as a joke, with Arrata thinking that wouldn't be a bad idea, then teases Lilith about joining in, causing her to smack him for cheating. Aaron said that the headmaster himself wanted to put a barrier on Arrata to test his abilities and to cause another breakdown phenomenon, which caused Lilith to tie him up and throw the headmaster in the incinerator. Aaron asked Arrata to touch her hand, this causing his magic to spiral out of control, Aaron doing this to get closer to her tama, this being a mage's ultimate goal. A mage must follow this path, whether good or evil. Lilith tries to kill Arrata, but stops. Akio and Mara come back to kill him to stop the breakdown phenomenon. Mira can actually pause a phenomenon, and Akio goes in for a powerful sorcerer kick that would kill him. The next day, the entire school is at the beach, with Arrata and Aaron working the kitchen as punishment for destroying the school, while their teacher scolds them. Selena comes in to reveal that her teacher was in a bikini, Selena being surprised she even wore one, Levi assuming she wore it to seduce Arrata. Back to the breakdown phenomenon, Arrata vanishes, hearing a violin playing, which draws him to Yui Kurita. Yui saying she brought him to her special dimension. She tells him to find out his tama, to know which deadly sin he's in, and how to control it. He discerns based on Mira's tama that he must be the opposite, but in the same archive, when he gets back, he makes a contract with his grimoire and correctly guesses his tama on the first try, controlling all the magic around him, asking for all of it to dissipate, making everyone's clothes disappear. Away from the rest of the cast, Selena asks to see the Demon Lord's form. After seeing it, she uses her own magic to lock him up in place. Arrata dispels it, but also removing her swimsuit. In the corridor of the hotel, Levi and Selena listen in on Arrata and Lilith, who are having a conversation inappropriately out of context, the two getting the wrong idea. On the way to the bath, he mentions meeting Yui, wondering who the last member of the Trinity 7 is, with the rest of the group not knowing her whereabouts, ultimately not wanting to talk about it. In the bath, Arrata can't help but comment on the girl's swimsuit, making Akio and Mira leave. Lilith reminds him it's in his best interest to get to know all of them. Levi offers that the group should show him their tama to give him a better idea about how to control his magic. Lilith feeling a little bit embarrassed, comparing this to showing a private part, but he manages to convince her. The Astral Codex is able to jump over a number of hurdles to copy Lilith's gun, making the group think he can copy all magic. The Trinity 7 and Arrata are called in to the headmaster's office to talk about all the students sleeping in class, so the headmaster instructs them to go draw on all the pretty girls' face. Arrata gladly skips out the office with his senior. The two of them are slapped by Lilith. The real mission is to get Yui back, because she's the one causing the breakdown phenomenon, causing all the students to fall asleep. Mira and Akio don't want to work with the other Trinity 7, seeing that they usually kill the problem. Yui has to be sealed away, because she is a cardinal mage with the power to destroy the entire planet. Beating the Demon Lord might have caused this. The two groups meet up to fight, Levi versus Akio, with Arrata seeing Mira's purity. They find Yui in her phantasm dragon form, this making Yui the strongest Trinity 7. Arrata fires a magic bullet to slay it. The next morning, he wakes up with two naked girls in his bed, that being Yui and Aaron, with Lilith walking in, with Arrata then asking her if she wants to join in. So that's where we're gonna leave off on this video. As always, if you like what you saw, subscribe to the channel. I'll be uploading more videos a lot like this one, so I'll see you next time.